On-demand streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime are shaking up the television world, and the analysts at PwC are out with a new report showing the latest trends in what's known as cord cutting when people cancel their pay TV packages. And Christopher Vollmer is here from PwC. And Christopher, it's nice to have you back. Welcome.
Great to be here.
So we hear a lot about cord cutting and cord trimming. I mean, tell us how big of a trend this is.
Well, we're seeing a lot of consumers say they want more control and more convenience over how they experience video. And that's driving a lot of consumers to look for alternatives to traditional pay television. We asked consumers last year when we did this study how many of them were interested in cable TV. They said about 91% of them. This year it's down to 78%.
And is this a trend you're mostly seeing for younger people? And do you think that as they age and get a little bit more money, maybe they'll head back into following their parents and subscribing for pay TV?
Right, well that's the industry question right there. We're seeing the cord nevers be most acute in millennials. So think consumers under the age of 24. That's where the cord never phenomena is the greatest. We'll have to see what happens as they increase in both spending power and household formation. But right now they are showing different video behavior, which is a big deal.
Because in the survey, 57% of respondents actually said that cost was a factor in terms of why they cut the cord. And if you look at the alternatives, Amazon Prime, Netflix, HBO Now, I mean, these are all between $8 and $15 a month. So by the time you're finished, I mean, how much are you really saving?
Yeah. Well, I think consumers will take a hard look at that. Right now, there is a pretty compelling price-value equation with these new OTT services. You get a ton of programming, you get more convenience, you get more control, and you get potentially more customization over when, how, and what you watch. That's very appealing to consumers. Right now, the majority of them are taking it in addition to their traditional pay TV subscriptions.
Okay, so it's not a zero-sum game. I want to put up a chart showing just how fast outlets like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime are growing. I mean, explain what we're looking at here.
Well, basically what we're seeing is a increasing penetration of OTT offerings across the television household landscape. So you have a lot of those households that today take pay TV, essentially adding 1, 2, maybe as many as 3 or more OTT services. You're seeing the growth in that chart there of Netflix over that period, which is pretty substantial. Over half of television households well over half have a Netflix subscription, but you're also seeing growth from other services as they beef up their programming, get more aggressive about building out their video offerings, adding a lot more originals, which is really, really important to consumers, so they get the best programming. So you see the growth of Hulu, and you see the growth of Amazon, and also some of the networks getting in the game too, like HBO.
OTT stands for over the top. Do you expect cord cutting to continue, or perhaps will it stabilize next year?
I think that we'll continue to see some of these trends in the following year, particularly around cord trimming, as more and more of the pay TV operators also start to kind of fight back with pay TV light, smaller bundles, more customized bundles on their own. You also see there's so much original programming coming into these new services, and there's still upside in household penetration for many of them. The networks are getting in the game too. There'll be more variety for consumers too.
Well, I want to talk about that because the report also found that consumers just feel that there's too much TV out there, too many shows. So what does that mean for not only the big networks, but for Netflix and Amazon Prime, which are also original content producers?
Yeah, well, today the game is being played around original programming, but the challenge is there's so much of it. Can consumers actually find it? Find it fast enough that they can build an audience, find it fast enough that they'll see value in the service. That's why we're really keen on seeing how these players develop their methods for program discovery, how much they invest in the user experience to make it easier to find the shows that users want to watch.
All right, Christopher Vollmer from PwC. We'll be watching. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Scott Gam, and you're watching The Street.